Hey everyone, my name is Elshaw94 and welcome back to another episode of CSI Dimensions of Murder. Last episode we were just starting out in this case and we were investigating and speaking with I'd say a key suspect in my opinion. So today I've made a couple of tweaks to how the game works. So we actually now get pop-ups when something can be investigated a little bit more closely. Before we get going then in this video, if you like what you see or you enjoy CSI, make sure that you hit the like button down below. Don't forget that you can of course subscribe for more content like this.
A good idea to be thorough, but nothing's there.
Okay, so there's nothing on there, that's fine. Is there anything that we might have missed on the body?
Hey, maybe we just got lucky. That blood print says somebody's shoe picked up transfer.
Oh baby, okay. So collection or detection's interesting. So we're collecting, aren't we? Collect smaller pieces, can't use that. Wet or dried stains. We probably should take a photo of it, right? Nice. Evidence updated. So we'll collect evidence. That's nice. Okay, cool. So that's that now taken care of. I think we got that all as well. The toolkit. Oh, does this actually mean that we can just pick it up? Yes, we can.
Wallet, cash, or ID? Could this be a glorified mugging?
Okay. Oh, was that yellow? Did that go yellow? No, it's just me. Okay, cool. So let's come out of that. And we've also got, is that a fiber or something? I think it might be. We'll just get the tweezers out. We'll just collect that. A hair.
Hair. It's too thick. Some kind of animal, maybe.
Interesting. Okay. I think then we're... Oh, investigate closer. I think we got a picture of it, right? Collects powder or residue samples from most services. Lifts and preserves trace materials. We probably want that, right?
You'll want a different tool for that.
Okay, so that's not that one. Right, we're still learning. Adhesive mount?
You'll want a different tool for that.
Okay, maybe not that either. I'm sure, though, we took a picture of it already. Did we not?
Well, if a picture's worth 1,000 words, we got several thousand here telling us what went down.
Okay.
It was hit at least twice. Pattern in her position relative to it tells us so.
Twice as a...
First blow probably caused the puncture wound and sent her to the ground. The second blow, while she was down, created the blood spatter.
Damn. I love that you get those little... Or we can investigate more of it as well. Okay, so we can actually do... So do we now want this?
You'll want a different tool.
Okay, it's not that. Collects or preserves wet or dried stains. I guess we want that? Yes. Okay, that's the blood from the wall. So that now can't be investigated any further, so that's cool. I think then we're probably...
A good idea to be thorough, but nothing's there.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay, cool. So that's probably everything there then.
A good idea to be thorough, but nothing's there.
Cool. Okay. I guess we could continue our conversations with the dude. Can I talk?
Hey, do you need a hint?
Can I have a hint about this case? Why don't we ask for one? Sure.
I might be able to help you, but just a heads up. It could count against you in your evaluation.
Oh, well, in that case, then, no. Yeah, do you know what? Let's not. Why don't we then? I think we'll save the case first. I think what we can do is we can travel to the next location, which is what we wanted to do at the end of last episode. So why don't we go on to a brand new location and see what we can collect from that. So why don't we, I think it's, what button is it? This one? Yeah, okay, so we have that now, so that's all good. So, okay. This one? This one. We can go to the morgue, go to the lab, or go to Brass's office. So why don't we go... Do we go to the lab? Let's go to the lab. Because we've got those blood samples that we need to analyze anyway, and the hair sample and all that stuff. So why don't we move on to a different location, get all that processed. We can always come back to the crime scene if we need to. Welcome to the CSI crime lab. While in the lab, if you highlight an evidence and press square, you can ask your CSI partner for a clue about where to process it. Note, some evidence items do not require processing. Right. So you've got a DNA analyze computer, a trace analysis computer, and a comparison microscope. Oh, and a chemical analysis machine. Okay, so why don't we go for the DNA analysis computer? So we have hair found on the victim, we have blood from the wall, swab of victim's blood. We also have photo of smudged print on the floor, photo of blood spatter pattern. Okay, so can we compare the blood from the wall with the blood of the victim?
Wall spatter matches the vic's blood. It's a start. Links her to the crime scene.
Cool. So we have that now. So we can clear that. Is there anything else that we can do? Hair found on victim, Ackerman's fingerprints, phone number, photo of smudged print on the floor. I don't think there's anything here.
We've done all we can with that item.
Okay, so that's cool. I think then we've also got, so that might be all that we really can do. I think the trace analysis computer. Ooh, fingerprints. Okay, so we have Nathan Ackerman's fingerprints. Do we have anything else? Victim's engagement ring.
We've done all we can with that item.
Okay. I think then, why don't we search for links? We're going to bring up the phone number.
We'll need to check with Brass about this first.
Oh. Okay, we have to go and speak to Brass then. Shoe prints, tire treads. Oh, we have this. We have that one, but we have nothing to compare it against. We have his fingerprints.
That should go on the trace analysis computer.
Okay. Ooh, okay, so we can... Oh, that's what you meant to do. You meant to search for it first and then go for it. So it's not A. Oh, have I got to select it or something? It's not B. It's C. That's a match.
Those two
Oh!
are quite a match. Try to be more sure before you ask me for confirmation. It's all about the details.
I mean, I guess the indentation isn't perfect. It's not that one. So maybe we need... So that's completely new then. That's... I mean, that's pretty that's pretty nearly there. It's pretty close. Okay, so we don't have any audio or visual yet. Fingerprints. Oh, I guess we could... Can we search... Okay, so we can't We need another set of fingerprints then. That's fine. Okay, so probably then I can't really use a comparison either. Can't really use the assembly table. Chemical analysis machine, don't need that either. Okay, we're probably going to need to go and speak to Brass then, aren't we? To ask if we can go and continue and interrogate the guy who we have the phone number of. So we'll go and do that instead. Can you search? Can you track down Mark Stock? Do you have any information? Can you track? Okay, so can you track down Mark Stock?
Well, I can have a unit hit the hotels with cold calls. It'll take a while, but as long as our lovebirds were registered under their real names, we'll find them.
Cool. And then track down
Even
Patrick
some
Milton.
proclaimed genius like Patrick Milton can't escape the electric company, and we got his address from their bill. Here you go.
Excellent. We love to see that. We have a brand new location. So, do you have any more about Nathan Ackerman?
Our friendly neighborhood art dealer opened a gallery 12 years ago, and his record's clean. I found some online reviews saying Ackerman is an overcharging, tasteless fraud. But hey, that's no crime.
Can you search for the suspected murder weapon?
Once you tell me exactly what we're looking for, I'll send out the boys.
Okay, cool. That is fine. I think we've done everything that we can do in Brass's office. So I think at this point then, do we need to go back and inspect the crime scene? Maybe. We've also got the morgue, which we probably should go to, because I think we'll be able to lift some more fingerprints from the victim. And then we can use that to compare in the machine. Oh, here she is. Just like that. Oh, dear. Okay, let's talk. What was the cause of death?
Blunt force trauma, back of the head. Wound's interesting, an irregular shape, somewhat triangular. It's the murder weapon's signature. Here's something you might find interesting. A small piece of foreign fibrous material. Definitely not skull.
Oh, nice. Fibrous material. Okay, we'll collect the evidence then. That's cool. Time of death.
Well, based on the victim's liver temperature, dead less than 2 hours. Under ideal conditions, the body cools 2 degrees the first hour, then 1 degree after that. So we can put it around 5:30 p.m.
Okay. Did you get any fingerprints off the body?
Way ahead of you. Taking fingerprints off a victim's body is part of my routine. Here you are.
Cool. We can now compare the fingerprints now, so that's excellent. What about the tox report?
Toxicology tests show high concentrations of diazepam, a benzodiazepine commonly prescribed for anxiety disorders.
Interesting. Any other trace
Well,
evidence?
it's not entirely unusual, but your prospective bride already had a honeymoon. Semen in the vaginal canal. No forced entry, presumably consensual sex. I've got a sample for you.
Lovely. Semen from the victim's body. Okay, so maybe we'll be able to use the trace on that. Can I have a look at the body?
Of course. Glad to have your perspective.
Okay. Hello, lady. I'm assuming that there's nothing to interact on, so I'm... Oh, wait. What was that? What was that? What was that?
I've got nothing new to report on the Vic.
Okay, so if there's something pops up, then that's fine. But there isn't actually... I don't think there's anything that we're overly missing, are we? Let's be real here. Let's be real here.
I don't have anything for you right now.
Cool, that's fine. So, we've got quite a lot of stuff now. I don't think we need to go back to the crime scene just yet. We've done the morgue, we've done the lab. Let's hit the artist studio next. And let's try and get some more answers. We're also looking for a murder weapon with like a triangular signature, or like a maybe at like the top of the weapon there's like a little triangular something or other. Hello? Oh. Hello? Can we have a chat? Are you Patrick Milton?
And if I am,
Las Vegas Crime Lab. Murder investigation. Are you Patrick Milton?
yes, all right, yes, I'm Patrick Milton, but I don't know anything about murder, you say?
Yes, sir. We have a few questions. You mind?
You better make yourself clear about how this supposedly involves me, because I'm on a deadline. I'm an artist on commission here, and I have a painting to finish, and I'm trying to grab a window of solitude while these damn construction workers are on break, whatever they're doing. My God, the noise lately here.
Your commissioner's been killed. Is that clear enough?
What? Which commissioner? You don't mean Rachel? You don't mean Rachel Maddox, do you? It's not possible. There's no one on the planet more alive than Rachel. How did it happen?
Oh, he seems a bit,
Forced trauma, Mr. Milton. The murder weapon may have been a statue. Possibly one of yours. The perched predator is missing from the gallery.
ooh.
My lord, no. The hours, the months that went into that? Was it stolen? Please tell me it wasn't destroyed. It's one of my most valuable works.
So where were you yesterday at the time of the murder?
Well, right here, of course. I mean, I practically live in this studio. The demands on me as an artist are unceasing.
Okay, so why didn't you show at the gallery?
Haven't you talked to my patron, the esteemed Nathan Ackerman? He called me and tore me a new one, and I decided the best thing to do was to stay home and get this painting and sculpture completed before Rachel's wedding day. I've been bunkered in here slaving ever since.
Okay.
My intention was to deliver everything tomorrow, right before the wedding. I couldn't see wasting time dealing with Rachel. There was a lot to admire about her, her spirit, her intelligence, but she was frankly the worst-tempered woman I ever met. The most difficult client ever encountered. I figured the less contact with her, the better.
Right. Okay. What is your relationship with Rachel? Can you tell us more about Mr. Ackerman's phone call? Can you prove you were here? So why don't we go? Can you prove you were here?
I live and work alone, but you already know I had no reason to leave until this artwork was finished. Haven't you been listening?
Just to confirm. It's just to confirm. What about the painting of Rachel?
That's it, and it's going well. I'm almost done with it, but I guess there isn't any hurry now. Pity. Despite her ugly side, Rachel was a beautiful woman and a worthwhile subject.
Wonder if they had a relationship. Maybe he's the person Rachel may have been seeing. Mind if we take a look around? Yeah, let's have a look.
Actually, yes. The Maddox Stocks wedding commission is only part of what I have on my plate. And I've been battling headaches and back problems. What with all this horrendous construction racket going on, starting at 7 a.m., including weekends. Do you have any idea how difficult it is to concentrate?
So we can't go in just yet then. What's your relationship with Rachel?
Well, it began cordially enough. She was a big admirer of my work, owned a number of my bird and animal sculptures. She approached me to do these special paintings to be displayed at her wedding reception. And I told her I rarely did the human form. I'm a nature artist, you see, and I have a knack for just slightly idealizing reality. Well, she did have her charming side, you know, and she said, well, I'm one of nature's best works of art. Are you up to capturing me?
Whoa.
How could I turn her down? And the money wasn't bad either. And as I say, I would have delivered the painting and sculpture on time. Nick of time, but on time. Right at the reception ballroom. I'm almost done now.
Did you contact Rachel or Ackerman to tell them about this change of plans?
No. And before you condemn me as rude and egocentric, let me just say, you never had a deal with Rachel Maddox. You have no idea the hoops she made me jump through. Sounds unkind now that she's dead, but really, I wanted to keep her waiting. Let her, no other way of saying this, suffer a little, like I have.
Oh, that's dangerous words to use. Dangerous words to use.
I would never wish anything like this upon her.
Can you tell us about Mr. Ackerman's phone call?
Well, from my point of view, it was entirely unprofessional and even hostile. I deserve better from someone I worked with for so long. You have no concept how much money I've made for Nathan Ackerman. But at least I didn't get caught up in a screaming match. I let the answering machine get it. He wanted me to drop everything and get over to the gallery. It was pretty clear from how frazzled he sounded. He had his own generous serving of Rachel Maddox at her worst.
So you're telling me you didn't drop by to set Ackerman and your client straight?
Hell no. Nathan I can handle, but as overworked as I am, dealing directly with Rachel Maddox...
They're painting in a really bad light, aren't they?
Well, frankly, my intention was to avoid seeing her at all. She'd be at the wedding, and I'd be at the reception ballroom dropping off the art. Call me a coward, but you people never saw Rachel in full flaming bitch mode.
Whoa. Okay, so can we take the cassette tape?
I guess you can take it.
Cool. Okie dokie, that sounds good to me. Right. So how would you describe your working relationship with her? Oh, no voice now. In a word, rocky. She was a lovely girl, but rich and spoiled. At the beginning, she posed live for me, but she was so demanding, kept leaving her modelling pedestal to see what I was doing. Literally look over my shoulder. That, well, hell, it was just maddening. Finally, I banished her from my studio. Wow, yeah, they're really not...
I'd already taken photographs of her in the desired pose, and these were sufficient reference. And photos don't talk back, nag, or interfere with the artistic process in any way.
Gotcha. So I'm going to end this episode at this point. There's now pencil markings there. That's interesting. Okay, I'm going to end this episode right about here. We've got some good progress now. I think what we need to do is just double check we haven't missed anything in this area, and then maybe see if we can do a bit more comparing and scanning to check that we've got everything, and then we'll move on. So thanks to those of you who have watched this. If you like what you saw, make sure that you hit the like button down below. Don't forget that you can, of course, subscribe for more content like this, and I will see you next time.